Hello there again, grade 3 students. Welcome to math class again. This is teacher Anna once again. All right, so this is the part 2 of our lesson. We have topic 14, lesson 1, time to the minute on pages 739 to 742. Are you ready? Okay, for this lesson, we will need again your math book, your pencil, your analog clock, and your digital clock. Okay? All right, so for today's lesson objective, you say, I can show and tell time to the minute using clocks. Very good. Now that you know that we have the analog clock and digital clock, you already know the difference between the two clocks. Always remember that we can write the time in different ways, okay? For the analog clock, we can write it this way. We have the 9 o'clock, and for the digital clock, we can write it using the numbers and the symbol colon, okay? All right, now we have here again the clock face, the empty clock face. All right, we will still be putting the numbers and the hour and the minute hands of this clock. Always remember, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. All right, always remember that. And half an hour is 30 minutes. Okay, so the first number that you're going to remember is number 12, and that is written just right above at the center, okay? And the opposite of 12, just right below it, is 6, okay? Now we have the quarter numbers. Let's start with 3. The opposite of 3 is 9. So we have the 4 major numbers there. We have 12, 6, 3, and 9. Okay, this time it's easier for us to put some of the remaining numbers. We have, 1, after 1 is 2, and then 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, now those numbers are for the hours. Okay, so they are for the hours. Now let's go to the minute numbers. So for 12, we have the 00. That is for the minute. Okay, we can also say, all right, for 1 we have 5. Just skip count by 5 in every number. Okay, always notice that there are small lines there. As I told you in the first video, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, every after the number, we can get 5 minutes from that. So just simply skip count by 5. So 5 for 2, it's 10, and then for 3, 15. After 15 is 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, now we have here the shorthand. The shorthand is for the hour hand. Now it's pointing squarely to 2. Okay, so meaning to say that the hour is 2. Do you remember? Okay, good. Now we have here the long hand is at 12. So since the long hand or the minute hand is at 12 and the minute for 12 is 00, so the time is at 2 o'clock. Okay, do you get that? Good. Now open your book to page 741. We're going to have the guided practice. We have the do you understand part. Okay, in the Memphis train example, why is 42 minutes past 12 the same as 18 minutes to 1? Okay, why? Because the first time tells how many minutes after the hour. As I told you, when you say minutes past, we can say after. That could mean after. Okay, now the second time, that is 18 minutes to 1, tells how many minutes before the next hour, and they both use minutes to describe the same time between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Okay, for number 2, we have an airplane landed at 3:55. Does the clock show the time the airplane landed? Okay, you look at the shorthand. The shorthand is pointing directly to 3 and the longhand is at 55. Is it correct? No, because the hour hand is pointing at the 3. It should be closer to the 4 to show 3:55. Always remember grade 3. Every time the long hand moves, the short hand moves slowly also. Okay? Next, number 3, write the time shown on each clock in 2 ways. So we can see there the short hand is pointing to 3, close to 3, and the minute hand is pointing to, okay, so the minute for 2 is 10, and then after that, count by 1 after that. So 10, and then 11, and then 12. Okay, so we have 3:12. Okay, or we can also say 12 minutes past 3. Do you understand? For number 4, we have 5:43, or 43 minutes past 5, or 17 minutes to 6. Where did you get 17? Always remember that 1 hour has 60 minutes, okay? Now we have here page 741. We have number 5 to 7. Write the time shown on each clock in 2 ways. Okay. Number 5, what is the time? Okay, so we can say it's 11:20. The shorthand is at or near 11, and the long hand or the minute hand is at 4 or 20. Okay, remember 5 is 1 is 5 minutes, 2 is 10 minutes, 3 is 15 minutes, and 4 is 20 minutes. Okay, or another way of saying the time is 20 minutes past 11. This is supposed to be past 11, not past 1. Okay, for number 6, let's see, what time is it? Can you do it by yourself? Okay, good. So you can say, all right, we can say 39 minutes past 7, or 21 minutes to 8. All right, good. For number 7, we have, where is the shorthand? The shorthand is pointing near to 9, and the long hand is before 45 minutes. So what is the time? Okay, so it's 8:44. It's 8:44. It's not yet 9, okay, because the shorthand does not reach 9 o'clock yet. Okay, the shorthand is close to 9 because the long hand is more than 30 minutes already. Okay, so the time is 8:40. Remember, 8 is 40, and then count by 1 after 40. So 41, 42, 43, 44. So 8:44. Or we can also say 16 minutes to 9. Okay, good. Now we have here page 742, number 8. Roy says that the scarf and the hat together cost about the same as a blanket and a hat. Is this a reasonable estimate? Explain. Okay, so we have here, Roy says that the scarf and the hat together cost about the same as the blanket and a hat together. Is this a reasonable estimate? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Okay, good. Next, number 9. What did George buy at the sale if $19 plus $19 plus $19 plus $18 stands for the total cost of his purchase? What is the answer? You have 1 minute to do that. Okay, done? The answer is George bought 3 blankets and a scarf. Okay, good. Next, number 10. Mia left her house at 25 minutes to 3. Draw hands on the clock to show when she left. Okay, so always remember when to put the shorthand and when to put the longhand. Do you have the answer now? Okay, so we have the shorthand is at, okay, 3, near to 3, okay? Near to 3. When you say minutes to, that's before, okay? Before 3 o'clock. And when you say 25 minutes, okay, we have here, there. Why 25 minutes is at 7? Why? Because you're just going to skip count by 5. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, always remember 25 before, 25 minutes before 3 o'clock. So the hands should project that way. Okay, next, number 11. Sandra's party started at 7 o'clock. Her friends Theo and Lily arrive at 10 minutes after 7. Her friend Marcus arrives 35 minutes later. What time did Marcus arrive? Write this time in 2 other ways. Can you answer that? Okay, done? All right, we have 7:45, or you can. Okay, now let's continue to page 742 again on number 12, okay? We have Clay and his family sit down to eat dinner at the time shown on the clock. Which of the following are other ways to write that time? Choose all that apply. You may choose more than one, okay? You have 1 minute to do that. You may pause the video and then you can play it again after. Done? All right, the answers are, we have 5, 16, as you can see, and 16 minutes after 5. Very good. Next, number 13. Mary Ann called her grandmother. She ended the call at the time shown on the clock. Which of the following are not other ways to write this time? Not other ways. What's your answer? Okay, so not other ways are, we have 14 minutes to 9 and 9:19. Okay, why? What is the time? The time is 3:46. Or you can say 4 to 6 minutes after 3. Or you can also say 14 minutes before 4. Did you get it? Very good. Okay. Now, let's have a wrap up. Okay, always remember this one. How do you tell time to the nearest minute? Remember the steps. We have step 1. For example, we have here this time, the hour hand is between 12 and 1. The time is after 12 and before 1. Step 2, you're going to identify the minutes, okay? In 5 minutes, the minute hand moves from one number to the next, okay? So just keep count by 5. So count by 5s from the 12 to the 8. And at 8, we have 40 minutes, okay? And for step 3, in 1 minute, the minute hand moves from one mark to the next. So count 2 more minutes, okay? So from 40, count 2 more marks. You have 41, 42. So the digital time is 12:42, or you can say it is 42 minutes past 12, or you can say 18 minutes to 1. Okay, very good. All right, thank you so much, grade 3 students. Now I am confident that you can tell time to the nearest minute. All right, now look at the analog clock in your house now. What time is it now? Now tell your mother what time is it. Come on. Okay, good job. Thank you so much once again, and just continue answering the activities. Enjoy and have a great day.